What is going on, guys? In this video I'm going to break down my favorite A-gap blitz in Madden 15. The play is called Mike Sam Crash, and the reason I love this play and this blitz is because you're actually going to be blitzing from the same side all of your coverage is on, which is very unique. Most cases, your blitz is going to come from the side with the weakest coverage, and it forces you to manually guard that side. However, on this, it actually works in the opposite way. So we're going to call Mike Sam Crash, come out in the play mesh. Now the setup's going to be very simple. You're going to base a line, spread the defensive line, re-blitz the defensive tackle on the right hand side, and then QB contain. Afterwards, you're going to take this outside linebacker that is on the right hand side, in this case Bruce Irvin, and you can put him into any zone or man coverage that you want. And this is the reason why I love this play, is in the 3-4 even, you actually have to blitz this guy. And typically when you blitz an outside linebacker, it allows them to pretty much be able to pick on that side of the field. You have one less guy that can get to the outside as far as coverage goes. So a lot of people simply just smoke screen and hike throw to the right-hand side of the field when they see this. And it actually works the opposite as it should. So for instance, in this, you can man up the outside right receiver, and then you're going to want to play on this guy on the left-hand side. He's actually a defensive end, but you can sub a linebacker in there, which I've done in this case. So as you can see, you have coverage pretty much everywhere, and you're also going to absolutely box the run because the linebacker's in a contain. We've broke this down plenty of times so far this year. It is my main run-stopping concept. So you can really get creative with the coverages. It is a stock cover 3 look. However, it is, in my opinion, just a phenomenal defense. So you can set up the A-gap blitz while also having dual contains, 4-man rush, and now you have coverage everywhere. Go ahead, hike the ball. As you see, 3-4 even style A-gap. So yeah, 3-4 even, we broke down how to stop the run. We broke down a lot of stuff that, you can get A-gap versus everything. 3-4 even is a phenomenal set. But the one thing that you can't do in 3-4 even is have coverage on the right-hand side without manually playing it. So it just gives you another look. A lot of people don't expect this blitz. They don't expect you to be able to blanket, the smoke screens and whatnot, and also have pretty much everything covered. So as you see, the pressure is phenomenal. Simple A-gap 3-4 even style, like I mentioned. But you also have the run D set. So your run D set is stock. You can stay in this formation all game long. This is one of my main defenses that I've started to use recently. It's not an unbeatable blitz by any means. Don't ever confuse anything for being unbeatable. However, this blitz will force your opponent into those really unable to get downs where they can't just smoke screen, where they have to face throw, and we have defenses for that, as I broke down throughout the course of the year. So as you see, once again, pressure is phenomenal, coverage is great, and that is my favorite A-gap blitz in Madden 15. But say you're not settled with that. Say you want to bring the standard 3-4 even. Say you don't like your middle linebacker blitzing. So we'll come out in again, same plays. So you can base the line, spread the linebackers. If you don't want this linebacker blitzing, for whatever reason, you can man them up. And then you can re-blitz the two defensive ends on the right-hand side, the defensive tackle and the defensive end, and you get the same exact setup as 3-4 even. We'll go ahead, get the ball, and A-gap comes that way. Alright, so that's pretty much, you can pick and choose who you want to blitz, whether you want to be the linebacker, middle linebacker, outside linebacker, whoever you really choose, you can mix it up. But say you want to come out in a play, just say the guy is just absolutely dotting up your cover 3. You can come out in other plays like Sam Blitz 2, Edge Sting. Obviously, the cornerback blitz is a great audible to mix in. pretty much any play you want. You just need to re-blitz the outside linebackers. Sam Blitz 2 is pretty much the only other play outside of edge sting that I run when I'm running this formation. But the setup's going to be the same. You're going to base a line, spread the defensive line, QB contain feature, and then you got to re-blitz this defensive end over here on the right. Now, when you do that, you can still pretty much play how you want. When I'm doing this, I like to control this linebacker on the right-hand side, though. It becomes a little bit more ticky-tacky, I guess you would say, when you start mixing in the different coverages and whatnot. The game's kind of weird. If you play on the left-hand side of the field with this, say you want to disguise the coverage, simply hold left trigger, and you should still either get the A gap or the B gap, just like you would in a standard 3-4 even. But that's pretty much it. We'll audible to edge sting right here. Blitz the guy. So, same old, same old. That time we got the outside heat. And that is pretty much it. Now, when I do run edge sting, one thing I like to do is this play is great when you want to send heat off both sides against play action. So say your opponent's running a play action play, and we broke this down in the Baltimore guide, but in 3-4 even, you just take your guy, put him over the put him over the right tackle, hold left trigger. You do have to pass commit when you do this. But that's what it's going to do, is it's going to send heat off of both sides typically. Aaron Rodgers is breaking all sorts of tackles. But if your opponent's hitting you with a bunch of plays like PA cross and so forth, this is a great play to audible to and pretty much just quickly grab the linebacker, stand either right in front of the right tackle, or excuse me, the left tackle, or stand on top of the defensive tackle on the left. Defense, yeah, it is a defensive tackle. Hold left trigger, and you will typically get dual outside. But that's pretty much it. Going to go ahead, show it one more time. This is just out of the the cover 2 look. Going to do the same thing, stand in front of the left tackle, audible to play action play, hike the ball, and you get outside heat from the left. Typically, you'll get somebody coming free off the right as well in game. So that is it. That is my breakdown of the 4-3 under odd. Highly recommend using this if you're going to be in a 4-3 book. It's up to you. There's a lot of good 4-3 books out there. This one and this scheme in particular is phenomenal, just based on the Mike Sam Crash Blitz alone. It is not brand new. I didn't come up with this, but it is something that changer. So if you have decent user skills and you want the ability to stop the smoke screen, stop all the gimmicky stuff, then this play is phenomenal, and I highly recommend using it, especially if you have a custom playbook. If you're allowed to use custom playbooks, the one thing I would note is in a custom, it is best to start out with the Denver playbook and use that set, because if you try to find it and just manually put it into the book, it is very difficult considering the under odd and the under are all in the same formations. So that is that, and on to the next tip. Hope you guys enjoy.